in Bruton, Alabama, with meteorologist Spinks Meganson. Severe weather coverage starts right now.
3:46 a.m. and we have a new tornado warning for parts of Baldwin County. This is an imminent call to action for areas near Daphne. Good Friday morning to you. I'm meteorologist Spinks Meganson. New tornado warning just now coming on the board for parts of central Baldwin County. This is a tornado warning that has just been issued for parts of Baldwin County, including areas near Daphne, which is going to be your first call to action. And so let's go ahead and zoom in on this storm, because this is a water spout that has really developed quickly near the community of Daphne along Mobile Bay and also near Montrose. And so again, watching this situation coming into Daphne and areas near Montrose and the US Highway 98 corridor in Baldwin County. If you're in Daphne or know someone in Daphne, you need to call them and let them know that we have an active tornado warning that is in effect until 4:15 a.m. So again, Daphne, Alabama, under the gun from a possible tornado right now. This tornado warning also does include areas near Malbus and also Loxley in Baldwin County. Let's zoom out and show you the entire polygon. And again, we're watching at Baldwin County because this is your polygon right in through here. And again, possible tornado is going to be right here near Daphne, moving just like that. And so on that trajectory, this is going to be coming into areas near the I-10 corridor, Bell Forest, also areas out here near Loxley over the next few minutes. Very early in the morning on this Friday morning, and we need folks in Daphne specifically to get sheltered, as we have a possible tornado right in through here, moving toward Loxley right now. So again, moving towards Loxley, and again, I'm sitting down. I apologize. I've been battling a horrible sinus infection, so I've been a little under the weather. And again, your possible tornado is going to be right here, and this is going to come into areas near Loxley and Steelwood Country Club over the next few minutes. So again, Daphne, Montrose being a safe place. If you're in Spanish Fort, this is south of you. Here's Spanish Fort up here. This is the interstate. Daphne is right here. Here's Montrose. Fairhope is also okay. So if you are at Fairhope, Alabama, you are okay. Here's Alabama Highway 104 right here, and basically from 104 south, you're okay. You're not included in the tornado warning in Fairhope, Point Clear, Barnwell, areas near Weeks Bay, but you are included in the tornado warning if you are in Daphne. So again, watching areas near Daphne in Baldwin County very, very carefully, as we have a possible tornado moving towards Bell Forest and also out here near Loxley and Steelwood Country Club over the next few minutes. Same thing at Malbus. If you are at Malbus, you are involved in this active tornado warning. Alabama Highway 181, US Highway 31, also Interstate 10 involved in this new tornado warning that's valid until 4:15 a.m. Let's take you over to the velocity view, and we'll show you that this really has ramped up in a hurry. Possible tornado is going to be right here, and that is the strongest indication of a tornado that I have seen on radar all night long. We've been tracking this line of storms since it was back in Mississippi. And again, watching this very carefully, let's go back to our reflectivity source. There we go. And you can see that this whole line of storms extends northward to Bay Minette and really back down into Daphne. But again, this possible tornado is at Daphne and areas near Malbus right now, coming into Loxley and areas near Malbus and Steelwood over the next 5 minutes. So again, an active tornado warning until 4:15 a.m. for parts of central Baldwin County. Let's go back over to our classic reflectivity view. And again, you're looking at central Baldwin County. By the way, I should mention the entirety of Baldwin County south of Interstate 65 is under a severe thunderstorm warning. And so I say that to say, if you're in Foley, Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, areas near Magnolia Springs, gusty winds on the way. But the active tornado warning is a bit to your north right now, and the possible tornado is right here near Daphne right now, coming into areas near Malbus and also Alabama Highway 181 over the next few seconds, really, all right? So you're out of time. You need to be in that tornado safe place now if you are near Alabama Highway 181. If you're in Loxley, You got about 2 minutes, all right? Don't play with this thing. If you know someone in Loxley, call them, text them, tag them in the comments below, as we have a possible tornado here near 181, near Malbus, near the Greek Orthodox Church, and near the Eastern Shore Center, perhaps just to the south of there. This possible tornado is lifting off to the northeast, and it's going to cross Interstate 10 over the next few minutes. And so that means we would encourage absolutely no travel at this point on Interstate 10, extending from Spanish Fort all the way back over to the Derailed Diner on I-10, which is the exit there near Buc-ee's. No travel on Interstate 10. Possible tornado is right in through here, just to the south of the interstate, or I should say it's just to the south of the interstate currently, and this is working its way to the northeast at about 35 miles per hour. Let's zoom in tight. And again, you're looking at this situation in central Baldwin County. This is going to be Alabama Highway 59 right here. This is Interstate 10. That is US Highway 31, and this is US Highway 90. And so Spanish Fort is back here. Here's Daphne. This is 98. This is Alabama Highway 181 right here. And so possible tornado is going to be right in through here, probably now on the eastern side of Alabama Highway 181. And this thing is rapidly moving off to the northeast at 35 to 40 miles per hour, going to be near Steelwood Country Club and Loxley over the next few minutes. By the way, if you're in Gateswood, you also are involved in this active tornado warning, and you need to be implementing that tornado safety plan right now. Lowest floor, site-built structure, away from windows and doors, putting as many walls as you possibly can between you and the outside world. Grab a helmet, something to protect your head. You need something to protect your head. That's the best possible thing for you to do on this list anytime we have an active tornado warning. So again, this thing in central Baldwin County really moving off to the northeast very quickly, and it seems to be becoming more potentially a damaging straight line wind signature, but I tell you, that rotation area is still hanging on right in through there, basically near Daphne, near Loxley, coming into areas near the interstate and near Steelwood Country Club over the next 5 minutes. Be sheltered if you're in Loxley or areas near Steelwood, or near the McDonald's there, near the exit right there on I-10. We would encourage you to stay sheltered, as we have a possible tornado coming in from the southwest. Won't be long, maybe 2 to 3 minutes. If you're in Daphne, we'll be able to give you an all clear. This is a rapidly hitting deal with this line of thunderstorms pushing off to the east. In fact, let's show you the whole region at this point, because we do have this line of thunderstorms that extends from basically Monroeville on the north back down to Fort Morgan on the south. This is the morning round of storms, and we have another round of thunderstorms ahead this afternoon, really later this morning into the afternoon hours. I want you to notice just how narrow this swath of thunderstorms is. And unfortunately, this band of storms really is not going to stabilize the atmosphere that much. And so what we're telling you is we're probably going to have another round of showers and thunderstorms that develops back behind this initial band back here in Mississippi and ultimately over our area. And we probably will have more in the way of tornado issues later today. That's why we have this ongoing level 3 and level 2 risk in place even after the initial round of showers and thunderstorms. And so watching this situation right now in Baldwin County very carefully, let's actually zoom in real tight on our circulation that has now pushed into areas near Loxley. And for those of you that may be wondering why in the world is Spink sitting down, I've been battling a sinus infection over the last few days, horrible sinus issues ongoing, had to go get a steroid shot and all that. So y'all just bear with me. I'm sitting down right now. Later today I'll be standing up if we have more storms. But again, watching this situation near Loxley, possible tornado is near the interstate now, and this thing is lifting off to the northeast. And so we're about to get a polygon update from the Weather Service, and I believe they are going to cancel out Daphne. All right, so if you're in Daphne, there we go. There's the polygon update. Daphne, Montrose, Spanish Fort, areas near Alabama Highway 181 will give you a tornado all clear. The tornado warning is done for areas near Alabama Highway 181, Daphne, Montrose, and areas near Spanish Fort and Bell Forest. You are done with the tornado warning. You can go back to bed. I realize it's the middle of the night. Obviously, this is inconvenient. If you woke your kids up, put them in the safe place, you can send them back to bed at this point. It's 4 a.m. I hope you're able to get a few more hours of sleep ahead of school starting in just a little bit, as we have, again, a tornado warning that continues for parts of central Baldwin County. Loxley still involved in the tornado warning. Same thing at Steelwood and Gateswood. Those are the communities involved in this active tornado warning that's valid until 4:15 a.m. And again, for folks in Daphne, you can go back to bed. Same thing at Spanish Fort if you woke up. Same thing at Fairhope. Fairhope was never involved in the tornado warning. Same thing at Alabama Highway 181. If you are near 181, you are done with the tornado risk at this point. Let's go back over to the iPad view, and clearly that circulation is hanging on right there near Loxley. That is the main area of concern. Now near Alabama Highway 59, approaching Interstate 10 very rapidly. And so that's going to be a continuation of the tornado warning that you're hearing in the background there. Possible tornado is near Loxley, about to cross the interstate and move into rural parts of Baldwin County near Gateswood. And so what we would tell you is, if you're in Loxley, let's give it 5 more minutes and we'll be able to give you an all clear, as we have a possible tornado very near you right now. New radar scan actually really highlights that right there. Let's actually put the probe out and see what we're dealing with. Yeah, you could have upwards of 70 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts right now in Loxley near the Alabama Highway 59 corridor right there, just to the south of US Highway 90. And so watching this situation in Baldwin County very, very carefully, as we have an ongoing tornado warning valid until 4:15 a.m. and watching this come into areas near Gateswood over the next few minutes. Current time is 3:58 a.m. And again, this thing is about to cross the interstate, if it hasn't already. Interstate 10, that is, not I-65. And really on the reflectivity source, you can kind of see this notch right in through there, right there. That's going to be your possible tornado. Area of circulation right in through here near Loxley, coming into areas near Rosenton and also near Gateswood over the next 5 to 10 minutes. So again, we would encourage you, please be in that safe place if you're in Gateswood. You are next in line to see this possible tornado come in from the southwest. And by the way, let me mention as well, even if you're not involved in the active tornado warning, you are involved in the severe thunderstorm warning. If you're in Foley, Magnolia Springs, Alberta, also areas near Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, Walnut Hill, you also are involved in this active severe thunderstorm warning, even outside of the tornado warning. And I tell you, that thing is just hanging on. It's hanging on. It's not really going away, acting like kind of a drain, if you will, a large circulation right in through here. It's broad. It's not the tightest circulation I've seen, but nonetheless, the Weather Service is maintaining the tornado warning. They're saying that that circulation is still going, but it is beginning to broaden out somewhat. And I agree with what they're saying here. Let's go back over to the velocity view, and I think you'll be able to see that when this warning was issued, the thing was out over Mobile Bay. Right there is when the warning was issued, and you can see that circulation was tight right in through there near Daphne. But watch what happens as I advance this forward, this has broadened out somewhat. And so this thing may be beginning to go away, which certainly would be a good thing. It is now 5 a.m. in the east, it's 2 a.m. out west, and it's 4 a.m. on the dot here in South Alabama and Northwest Florida, where I feel like we've done this too many times over the last few weeks. We've had a ton of tornado warnings, and this is the latest one on this May the 6th, 2022. I'm meteorologist Spinks Megginson. Thanks for joining us this morning. More tornado warnings possible later this morning into the afternoon hours. But again, we are watching this thing right now near Loxley that could be producing a tornado. Strong winds likely nonetheless right in through here near the interstate, near I-10, and this is moving just like that. And so again, on that trajectory, crossing I-10 now, and this is going to ultimately come out near Gateswood over the next few minutes. Y'all know the drill. If I go silent, just bear with me. We are analyzing different data points coming into the studio early on this Friday. And y'all can, I apologize, y'all can probably hear my sniffling and the sinus action going on. I know everybody's had it, and I just hate it. I hope that this rain will kind of wash some of this pollen out of the air. By the way, we note that we have a special weather statement. In other words, below a severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued for Monroe, Conecuh, and Escambia counties in Alabama. The storms in Atmore coming into Mexie and Monroeville are below severe limits, all right? So below severe limits, nothing to worry about right now. In Monroeville, Bruton, Atmore, you are fine at this point. Nothing in the way of issues in those areas. But again, watching this thing very near Loxley right now, coming into areas near Gateswood over the next few minutes. And again, I realize it is inconvenient for the folks who are involved in this tornado warning. You never want to deal with a tornado warning in the middle of the night because we got folks who are asleep. I guarantee you, unfortunately, there are people in this tornado warning box who have no idea that a tornado warning is in effect. That's just the nature of what we deal with. And you know, the best possible thing for you to do is to call someone. If you know someone inside this tornado warning box, Gateswood, areas near Steelwood Country Club, even Loxley still, call them and wake them up. Let them know that there may be a tornado nearby. You can be the hero in a situation like this. We simply can't reach everyone in the tornado warning box, but with your help, we certainly can. So again, watching this situation in Baldwin County, Alabama, very carefully. And the Weather Service is noting that they are going to cancel the tornado warning. As of 4:03 a.m., the tornado warning is going to be canceled. All right, so let's wait for it to actually be canceled, but the Weather Service is saying that they're going to indeed cancel this tornado warning that has been in effect for central Baldwin County. And yeah, it's gone at this point. All right, so the tornado warning is gone, and in its place, we are left with a severe thunderstorm warning. And so let's do kind of a reset here, as we are now without any tornado warnings as of 4:04 a.m. I'm meteorologist Spinks Megginson. You've been watching live tornado warning coverage on Red Zone Weather. Let's talk about the situation as it stands right now, because we do have active thunderstorms that continue across Monroe County. You can see this line of storms back here near the Alabama River coming into areas near Mexie and Monroeville. Those storms are under severe limits. You may have gusty winds, obviously very heavy rain, and a lot of lightning coming into Monroeville over the next few minutes. Same thing at Frisco City, Excel along Alabama Highway 21 over the next few minutes. If you're in Atmore, very heavy rain is about to begin, but those storms coming into Atmore are below severe limits. Same thing in areas near Tensas and Lottie, all right? Same thing at Perdido. Storms below severe limits. Down here in the southern part of Baldwin County, however, we do have this active severe thunderstorm warning, and this is going to be on the board until at 4:15 a.m. So we've got 10 more minutes on this. Wouldn't be surprised if the Weather Service decided to extend that severe thunderstorm warning downwind of this into Century, Pensacola, Pace, and Milton over the next few minutes. But this is not a robust line of storms. It's a bit weaker than it once was back in Mississippi, but nonetheless, you still could have maybe a tree down or two in a situation like this. Gusty winds up to 60 miles per hour, maybe even some small hail as this line of storms continues to push off to the east at about 40 miles per hour. Again, there's the radar loop over the last hour, and storms are about to come into areas near Foley, Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, areas near Alberta, Elsinore, Seminole, Gateswood. But let me stress, again, for the folks that woke up because of this brief tornado warning, we will give you a tornado all clear in Gateswood, Loxley, Steelwood, Daphne. All of the areas in Baldwin County that were involved in the active tornado warning earlier have been canceled. So the tornado warning is off the board, all clear from the tornado warning. So a severe thunderstorm warning continues for the next 10 minutes for much of southern Baldwin County, Alabama, and also northern Escambia County, Florida. If we have more tornado warnings over the next hour, of course, we will come back on Facebook Live to bring you the latest. And don't forget, we do have another severe weather risk coming up in about 4 to 6 hours. And so more storms on the way. You don't see them back behind this complex of storms right now, but we probably will have another round of showers and thunderstorms that will develop later, and some of those could be severe. On behalf of all of us at Red Zone Group LLC, I'm meteorologist Spinks Meganson saying goodbye for now. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and I'll try to get to those in just a little bit. Have a good morning.
Be sure to find us across social media, and don't forget to download the free Red Zone Weather app and set up your customized alerts. Please support our Red Zone weather sponsors who make our coverage possible every single day.